Yes, I'm afraid you read the title correctly. Just yesterday, a 21-year-old gentleman was dragged from his home in chains for the crime of playing too much Call of Duty in China. This was shortly after new laws were introduced to cap the total time available for play, as video games make players lazy and unsociable, according to the article. This wastes valuable time that could be spent working or acquiring employable skills, which renders the country less competitive in the global economy. And this perpetrator, he is a Norwegian national that goes by the name of Faprila Ul, I think it is pronounced. And apparently he is a repeat offender, often playing the game for more than 4 hours a day. This is of course very dangerous because the new law states that citizens can play for no longer than 10 hours in any calendar week. The foolish man thought he could evade justice by cycling through 3 gamer tags, never spending more than 10 hours in any single one per week. And it actually worked for a while, until the authorities received a tip about his illegal activities from one of his clanmates, who got cold feet. As you can imagine, the authorities were furious to have been fooled by this guy for several weeks, so the arrest wasn't pretty. Originally they were going to kill him there and then, but he claimed to have been under the influence at the time the crime was committed, so they decided just to give him a trial. And this actually worked in their favor, because it publicized the situation and it sends this lesson out to all the criminal scumbags who think they can play by their own rules. His mother is an optimist and managed to see the bright side in all of this. In a statement made to the press, she said, quote unquote, "We can at least be thankful for the removal of another douchebag using the Akimbo FMG9s. Now if only they can get rid of the rest." Well, it's hard to argue with that, you have to admit. And yes, apparently the chief of police in that particular province is an avid fan of Modern Warfare 3 and is heavily biased against people who use quote unquote lame tactics. So campers beware, or you could soon find yourself behind bars with all the other criminals. Just a single second above that 10-hour mark is all the provocation they need. I mean, there are murderers, there are arsonists, etc. But now you also have these excessive Call of Duty players out there roaming the streets. Is there any place where you can truly feel safe? Well, Mr. Awood was recorded making this statement shortly before beginning his trial. April Fool! Yes, this was obviously just a little bit of harmless fun, as I made the story very far-fetched, especially towards the end. I hope nobody actually got offended here. I suppose some introductions are in order. Hello, my name is El Matador, and I am one of the first African commentators on YouTube. I post Modern Warfare 3 videos, usually with tips and tricks on improving in the game. Thank you for tuning in here. But before I go, I want you to please tell me about any successful April Fool's pranks that you have pulled off in the comment section below. Thanks again, and have a nice day.